Okay, the following is a Haussmann LW model case. We're going to show the proper cleaning and maintenance. This particular case is a case that is not installed in a store, but is used for purposes of demonstrating what we're wanting to do. First thing that has to be done is to remove the bottom pans. Now notice after the bottom pans are removed, the amount of dirt and debris that is in this case. The one thing that cannot be done is flush the dirt down the drain. It cannot be flushed down this drain here. It will plug the drain up. So the dirt will have to be removed from the bottom of the case. Okay, he'll start vacuuming the bottom of the case with a shop vac. The drain of the case, very important that no debris goes down the drain. Now the next thing that has to be done, the bottom fan assemblies, those fans would normally be running, they have to be unplugged. So that will stop the fan. It's unplugged right there, the plug comes out, the fan will stop. Then you raise the fan assembly up with the chain and chain it to the back of the case. And then now the second fan assembly will be done. Alright, now we will begin to clean the coil out. The coil is down here in the bottom. The heating element is placed in front of it. If the heating element is not in the front of that coil, then call the service department and that heating element will be placed back in place. Now here is the proper way to flush that coil out. You do not put any water in the fan motor assembly. Keep water away from the fan motor. But you have to go across the back of that coil because the water has to reach the back of the coil through the front here. To thoroughly de-ice the coil. And be sure and use hot water when you're doing this. And do it at about that rate of speed so that that water goes all the way through to the back of that coil. Notice these are where the heater wires come out the end of the fan assembly. Alright. Now the fan assembly is put back down in place. Being careful to make sure that no wires get underneath that fan assembly. Show it underneath. No, put it
Oh, it was wire.
goofed up. Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is wrong. That needs to be pulled out, and that wire needs to be on the outside of the fan assembly. Make sure that's done properly like that. Then after that coil is clean, you come to the next coil over here and make sure it's clean. But make sure that you spend enough time. It probably takes about 5 to 10 minutes on each coil to get the ice out of the coil. And then you put the fan assembly back in place. And then you plug the wire back into where it was plugged into. And you make sure that you wiggle that plug and it's seated tightly, because if it's not, water will get in there and short the plug out. Make sure all plugs are plugged back in.